Get Real Chattin with Catherine. And, ooh, somebody's here. We'll talk soon. That's how it is. Just a little chat. And Let's Get Real Chattin with Catherine.com is the website for the show and for articles and insight and wisdom that I've garnered over these years and that I've written either on my blog or in articles. Previous history in Canadian politics got me to really looking at social issues, politics, and that led me to a little bit more about what's going on in the world and what's happening. My physical challenges that I had with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue led me into the alternative health and metaphysical understanding. So I've expanded, and in so doing, I want to share that with you. And I started the show for fun, and it's still fun. It's always fun. I love to laugh and I love to connect with people. So that's the premise of it. But it is expanding beyond my dreams, and that's an awesome thing. Globally, we are beginning to speak to each other, and that's what I hope for Let's Get Real Chattin with Catherine, and to expand even beyond that. So I'm inviting you to listen to the shows, to share the shows, to check the website for other social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and I have a WordPress blog which I update regularly. And the Facebook fan page is really for updates of the show and comments on the show, which I really appreciate people checking that out. As well as that, I want to invite you, if you're interested in some exchange of information, ideas, I do have a friend page for Facebook, and it's Let's Get Real, and you can find me there. Send me a friend request, and if you are sincere about that kind of exchange, not for romance or anything like that. I'm pretty happily married, and so I don't look for that on social media. But if you want to talk about creating a better world, you have ideas, you've heard of things that are happening, good news stories, I love that kind of stuff. So I'm open to that. And of course, I always like it when people like my fan page, and I appreciate the feedback that I receive when people share the shows and where you've learned something and you share that you have. My guests are just awesome. They're so willing to share and give their time to the show and to you, to often give free information, and that's awesome. The shows are archived on Blog Talk Radio. They're not recorded there, so it's not a Blog Talk Radio show per se. It is a online chat show, and we do audio and video. So you can find us on YouTube. Soon you will find us on Vimeo, and the audios are live shows Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You go to the navigation bar, click on the show page for that day, and you'll find whatever. If there's a live show, you'll find the time. They're always at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you want to participate, I invite you to join in by phone or listen by webcast. And all the information is right there. You can even get a local number for Canada, the US, Australia, and the UK. And then you can phone in and press *2 once you're on the call. I'll know that you have a question for the guest, and then we can interact. If you have a question for the guest and you are not able to call in, or you're listening on the webcast, you can email. Scroll down on that page, and at the bottom you'll see a box. It's an email box, and you can use that any time from the time that show is posted until about 5 minutes before the end of the show. I check it periodically for questions, and then I will ask them to the guests. So there's lots of ways for you to participate, because I really believe this is how we're going to create that exquisite world, that world that is abundant, prosperous, that is in harmony, that is peaceful for Mother Earth, for all of its inhabitants, for us as a species, and as we're expanding and growing. And I find it so interesting that a lot of the information, the new thought, the new way of being on the planet is coming from the metaphysical or spiritual area. And it's really interesting to me, because it's like we just found out that we're spirit having this physical experience rather than the other way around. And with that comes a lot of questions like, what's going on? What's happening to my body? What's happening to the earth? What is this about other beings from other planets and the universe, and all those questions, and learning about the law of attraction and the spiritual principles and all of that. We talk about that stuff on my show, and I have amazing guests who have insight, and they've done their work. And I tend to have people on my show who have done their work, not just you know, a carnival act. I like people who've gone deep and who have learned something and want to share what they've learned with the rest of us. I think that's how we're going to do it. I really do. And so I'm inviting you to, if you haven't done so already, sign up to be on my email contact list, because that way I can communicate with you periodically on things that are happening, new programs, projects perhaps you might be interested in. I won't inundate you with them. You can sign up for the RSS feeds to get show updates, and you can of course connect with me on Facebook and Twitter and so forth. So the email contact page is just kind of so I know who's out there. I've got a lot of people listening to the show, and I'd love to know who you are and where you're coming from, because according to my statistics, it's all over the planet. And that is so encouraging. That means for people that are listening to this show, there is a lot of interest in living in harmony. And, you know, who would have thunk it? I love it. I love it. I love to connect with people. So if you want to know who's been on the show and who's coming on the show, check the guest page. And if you want to read my blogs, go to WordPress blog. All of the social media links are right on the webpage. So I'm so appreciative that you stopped by. I'm so appreciative that you're sharing, that you're interested in these subjects. It feels like the old-fashioned philosophical salons they used to have, where people gathered and connected for something a lot more than a soundbite. I don't do sound bites on my show. We go deep, and I let spirit guide me. The questions just come. I never use a script. It's a totally different kind of show, and so far my guests seem to like it, and so far the listener seems to like it, and I appreciate that a lot, because I'm having a lot of fun. The other part of it is that I need you to be aware that the show is privately funded, which means I started it, I funded it, and now I'm noticing that, you know, for me to spend as much time as I do doing the research, finding the guests, inviting the guests, and so forth, I needed to get some income coming in so that I can spend this time doing what I love to do and bringing this to you. Otherwise, I just do the research on my own, which is also fun, but I feel like this is something that really needs to happen. We need to create alternative media and stop complaining that mainstream media doesn't have what we want. We need to create what we want. And that's what I'm doing. That's my attempt. And as you believe in me and what I'm bringing to you and support that with your money, it helps me to be able to do this and to bring it to you. I want to be the best I can be, and I appreciate you helping me to do that. I've been asking the guests now to contribute a little bit towards the show, because I feel that they are getting promoted on the show by me and through social media and all the avenues that I take to promote them being on my show. And so it's just a token administration fee. It's not anything compared to some shows ask people to spend. So I'm trying to, you know, it's not about making money, but it is a reality. We live in the physical 3D, and money is what makes it happen. So in order for me to do what I do, I need to be supported. So if you are in a position to help support the show, if something you believe in, then I so appreciate getting that feedback. And it could be $10, it could be $1,000, whatever it is that you feel will help make the show better. I want you to know it's received with great gratitude, and you are helping to make a difference. Not everybody can do what I do, but you know, just like I can't do what other people can do, I'm doing this. And as it's supported, then it kind of reinforces my belief that I'm doing the right thing. So I appreciate that a lot. And so take your time, look around the website. If you like what you see, send me some feedback, let me know, and share it. I totally allow sharing of, sharing the videos, sharing the links to the audios. As long as they're kept intact, it's perfectly fine with me. So let's get real and move into this 2013 and beyond with that enthusiasm, that giggle, that life affirming joyfulness. I love to connect with you, and I hope you are enjoying connecting with me. So far, so fun. Until next time, take care.